Alright, welcome to the Japanese old school horror movie edition of my post-game podcast. Because when I'm on my laptop, my lips and my voice are doing two different things. Fresh back from the game, sitting in Rochester right now. Didn't have tickets, was in the plaza, which was cold and tiring and awesome. Um, it's one of the coolest things I think in sports that Sabres fans will gather en masse outside the arena to support their team. And the atmosphere is always crazy because, let's face it, if you're willing to stand outside in 40-degree weather in the rain just to watch your favorite hockey team on a really crappy resolution TV, you're a pretty legit fan. That having been said, the game, I guess if we score one goal, we win, and if we score any other number of goals, we lose. So let's try and win 1-0 every game, I guess. I think that game plan by Lindy Ruff is pretty smart all throughout the playoffs. So, and even before the playoffs when the matchup was set, we've heard people talking about how the Flyers' strength is their great offensive depth, and in slowing the game down and playing a defensive game, I think that's the Sabres' best method of taking that advantage away from Philadelphia. Unfortunately, I think if you're limiting the chances that are occurring at both ends, you're also taking away a bit of Buffalo's big advantage, which is goaltending. But it's a chess match, and like I've said, it will be a tough series. It has been. It will continue to be. Philadelphia is a good team, and they show it more often than they don't. Um, not a whole lot to say on the game itself. It was chippy. It was maybe the best officiated game of the series. There was a lot of marginal stuff that went our way. It's just nice to see for once, and kind of surprised to see that come out of Mark Jonette, for whom my hate is well documented. But it's been like pretty much every other game in the series, pretty even. A lot of hitting, a lot of physicality, a lot of fighting. Flyers trying to rough up Miller a little bit, and Sabres not really having it. And the Sabres came out on top in this version of that game, and hopefully they can get a couple breaks and do that two more times. That having been said, I will move into my 3 stars, and the first star is maybe the most obvious first star that I've handed out all season, that being Ryan Miller. Don't think I need to explain that one at all for anyone. I think the performance speaks for itself, and the fact that our 2 wins have come via the shutout, via shutting the Flyers out, speaks towards that decision. Second star is a little tougher. There was a lot of good play, and a lot of that was the type of good play that you don't really notice. Good back checking, good positioning, being keeping your feet moving, being active, good hitting, and it's tough to really single out a guy or a couple guys and go, wow, that was they played a hell of a game. But I think we can do that for a couple other people. I'll split the second star between Chris Butler, who again nearly logged 30 minutes, 27:45 ice time, and he's had his moments where he hasn't looked great, but he also led the team in shorthanded ice time and led the team in total ice time by a wide margin. And as much as people want to complain about Chris Butler, he's been really, really good for most of this series, and he is going to split with, I think this one's pretty obvious, Tyler Myers, who had just a great game in several regards. Again, eating up a lot of minutes. Led the team in hits by a wide margin, 5 hits, 2 takeaways. did have a couple penalties, but they weren't really bad penalties. They were playing hard penalties. I don't mind penalties in the defensive zone. I don't mind. It's neutral zone penalties, lazy penalties, and offensive zone penalties that I do mind. And I was okay with Myers' penalties. Did a great job standing up for Miller. Blocked one shot. I actually thought he blocked a couple more than that, but guess not. Had a real great shot on goal in the first period that clanged off of the post, and yeah, just great job out there by Myers. And third star. Hmm. I think we can give Jason Pominville the third star. Well, actually, I think we can split the third star. We'll give Jason Pominville a share of that third star. Had the obviously the game-winning goal, and it's nice to see him finally get on the board with a goal. It should have happened sooner, but it's happening now, and good for him on that. And Rob Niedermayer, who just continues to play, I think, well above what anyone expected of him this series. Had the primary assist on that goal. Just great look, great vision, and perfect pass. Excellent job by Niedermayer there. Um, and yeah, so those two guys will share that third star. No black holes. We don't do those for shutouts. And quite frankly, I'm not sure you can say that anyone really deserved one. Maybe you can give it to a couple of the top six forwards for not scoring more, but a win's a win, and a shutout is an even better win. So no black holes for that. Um, just looking over the box score, just a couple other random notes. Tim Connolly again above 50% on faceoffs was 10-9, which brings his overall percentages this series down, but that's great effort for him. Paul Gostad 9-10, again below 50% on faceoffs. Not having a great series, Gostad, and maybe that's just the skill and the depth of the Flyers speaking more than any lack of skill or effort on Gostad's part. I did notice we had Jason Pominville take quite a few faceoffs, and I don't think they were because people were getting tossed, and I don't know why that was. He was 1 in 5 on those faceoffs, so he didn't really get us much there. I don't know if Lindy saw something that he liked, or Jason did, or whatever. Just kind of weird. Um, don't like it, but I think it being really nitpicky if you're commenting anything like that. Whoops. Yeah, I've talked for quite a while. Next game is Friday at, I'm gonna go with 7:30, but I will double check that right now. And by right now, I of course mean within the next several seconds. 7:30. Yep. And that one, of course, will be in Philadelphia. A win there. I don't need to say that, do I? A win there would be great. Key. Yeah, always want to win. I will see you guys after that one. Fucking lip sync.